So here, let me show you this one, Dave. There's a missing piece here.
The Rob Jensen Company specializes in guard-gated luxury homes in Summerlin, Las Vegas, and Henderson. Rob Jensen has served as an expert guest commentator for numerous national broadcast networks and media outlets. Let's see what's happening today with Rob and the team. It's the Rob Jensen Show.
So we're up at Regency by Toll Brothers. Really exciting, age-qualified, brand new community, tons of amenities. And we're actually headed over to do a walkthrough with one of our clients who just is buying a brand new home here. And one of the things that's important to do when buying a brand new home, whether it's here or anywhere, is I strongly recommend that you get a home inspection beforehand. You can start as early as the foundation and framing stage, or even if it's just at the end where it's the final and you do that home inspection before you close. It's just a great way to get everything tested and checked out. Yes, your home is under warranty, but there's limitations to that warranty and how long it extends, and it's best that you figure out everything that might need to be addressed beforehand. During the walkthrough, you're definitely looking for things that are cosmetic. Now's the time to bring friends, family, kids, and really get out the magnifying glass, get out the flashlight, make sure the lights are on, and really look for those cosmetic issues, whether it's the paint that needs to be touched up or some nicks in the cabinets. And yes, it's a brand new home, but it was just built, and you know, they'll fix it for you. So now's the time to just get down, hands and knees, and just go over it with a fine-tooth comb so you can make sure it's as perfect as possible. So if you look on this wall, it's like they have the wrong touch-up paint. If you look at the wall side from the angle, see in the light, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 down there. Not the end of the world, and 5 right here.
Yeah, I can stand here to see it. Yeah, I see it.
So here, let me show you this one, Dave. There's a missing piece here.
Right there?
Yeah. This kind of here and along here needs to just touch up. There's all these little scuffs. And then I don't know what these are, but it's more of the same, like kind of 1, 2, 3, kind of just along the... So you're gonna get back to us with when you're ready for the second walkthrough?
Yes, yeah, we'll get you a call tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Nice
Dave.
meeting you.
Appreciate it. So we just wrapped up the walkthrough. And once again, when you're doing the walkthrough, the person that works for the company or the builder, they'll have the roll of tape or the little sticky notes. And so we went through and tagged all those little issues that need to be addressed. It's a good idea as well to take video or photos of all the stickies. That way, when you come back, you know, all those stickies should be gone because they're supposed to fix everything. Yet you're not, if you can't remember everything they're supposed to address or touch up, it's good to have your own little reminder with you. So we're gonna have one more walkthrough to make sure all that stuff's been done, and then sign a title and she'll get the keys pretty quick.
So we are headed into the Palisades, which is a Summerlin guard-gated community that is guarded 24 hours a day. There are a little over 130 semi-custom luxury homes in the community that was developed by luxury home builder Christopher Homes. There's a wide variety of floor plans in the community, some of which have courtyards, and a select few have stunning golf course views of the TPC golf course. And it is very close to Summerlin Parkway, which you can really get to any part of town pretty quickly. So this is Jolene. She is one of our amazing clients, and we are looking at this listing, and let's go take a look.
Great, I'm excited. So I've been in Vegas for about 20 years in Summerlin, and I really like it. So now I'm looking for something with a little more space than I have today, but something in these older parts of Summerlin where, you know, you get the more lot space, the houses are a little more separated. I've been looking, you know, mostly I think in Palisades, in the Vineyards, Eagle Hills, and those are the areas that I've been watching and hoping to find something come up. People get these gorgeous barbecues and they never use them. Like it looks like it's almost never been used.
Oh yeah. Big fridge.
Yeah, it's a huge fridge, huh? Nice big kitchen.
What do you think of this layout of the kitchen?
You know, so I'm thinking as I get something, I'm gonna have to put some money into it, make it, you know, refurbish it a little bit, but I think that this is a big kitchen, which is what I definitely want, but I feel like the island could be moved and, you know, taken out and put the long way, and it would add so much more space to cook on. But I love the size of it.
Yeah.
I think it's great, and right off the family room. And Rob was saying that you guys have someone who could help me get a generalized idea of how much it might be to redo things. So if I wanted to redo cabinets and counters and things in here.
Yeah, he would just come walk through with you.
You could come walk through with me.
Yeah.
Because that would be helpful. Because a lot of this is nice, but there's some of it that you say, you know, pieces of it that I'd want to.
Yeah, you can get an estimate for sure.
So I liked it. I love the neighborhood. I like the view. I feel the bedrooms are a little bit small, and that's some of what I've been running into is trying to find secondary bedrooms that are a decent size for my kids. But I think it's a contender.
Would you want Alberto to maybe come by with you to see how much things would cost, or?
Let's look at the one this afternoon.
Okay.
Because I think that one, I think is a little bit more, since we've looked at that model before. Remember, that was the one that, I love the model, but the location of the busy street was not something that we wanted to do. So I'm kind of excited about seeing that one.
Okay, yeah.
Time to boogie on over to a little broker preview. You know, broker opens, or like a broker open house, the concept is great. It's basically an open house just for brokers to come and preview the home, in this case before it goes on the MLS, and find out if perhaps it's a good fit for any of our buyers. It's one of the things, you know, there's a lot of neat, really nice new communities. The one thing you don't get with new construction these days is there's restrictions on front yard landscaping. It basically has to be rock now. And with this, you get all mature landscaping, which is super nice. Knock, knock. I got a cameraman rolling around with me these days. You okay with that?
Absolutely.
What's the price? It didn't say on the thing.
1.7, fully furnished.
How big is it again? Sorry, I grabbed the wrong printout.
It's 49 plus, but it is truly permitted 5239.
A lot of privacy back here, you know, big corner lot. Do you see the stools? Kind of fun. I think this is maybe all a little much, but. So there's 4 bedrooms, they all have full bathroom. So they're all en suite with a loft upstairs, which is nice, clearly if you have a lot of kids. Keep all the commotion and the mess upstairs. And with the downstairs master, you're in business. So we have a closet there, tub, and then now this is a great lot. Love it. All right, well, we're gonna boogie. I appreciate your time.
I appreciate
Thank you. So 1.7, you're a little over 300 a foot. It's a custom home. It's got a lot of neat things about it. However, most people, you could live in it the way it is now, but the problem with what's today's market is you've got, you know, purple and green Corian countertops, flat panel maple cabinets, oak in a lot of places. So a lot of it is just not updated. This was built, they didn't have printout or whatever, but probably built 15 to 20 years ago, and custom homes were more like blown out tract homes. So it's nice, and I'm not trying to say anything bad. I'm just looking at it through, you know, a practical buyer point of view, where you're spending low 300 a foot for a 2-story that could be updated, if is probably not going to go very well. Another thing that he mentioned as well is the square footage is actually bigger, and that's one of those things I always tell sellers, get that fixed. If you're committed to selling the home, you want to just fix that. You don't want to try and market it as one size and have the Clark County say something else, because then that just looks goofy. It looks like to the buyer doing their homework, because usually Zillow pulls square footage and shows tax record size. Then that just looks like you're like trying to make it up or include your garage or balcony or something. Hey, we've got to head back to the office now. We've got a great interview lined up. Hi, I'm here with Jared Fisher today, who's running for the governor for the state of Nevada, and he's also a local business owner that owns the Las Vegas Cyclery, which is right across the street from us. I thought it'd be fun to just kind of have you in and just kind of get a little idea of your platform, okay, and what you've got in mind and what even inspired you to run for governor.
Okay, well, the platform is education and economy and energy. Got it. And I feel that those 3 items are basically where our state needs to be if we're going to progress in everything. And that ties back to the Nevada plan. But we make just under $9,000 per student is what we're putting into each student in Nevada. But the national average is around $12,000. Okay. So we're not there. And we need to be there if we're going to compete with other states, and we're gonna get out of this slump that we've been in forever. So.
And when are elections?
Elections, so we have the primary elections, which everybody needs to go and vote, is June 12th.
Cool, okay. Thank you.
All right, fantastic.
Awesome. So we're here waiting for Jolene, our buyer client, and she's looking at a house here in the Palisades, a new listing that just came back on the market. And as you can see, there's some great curb appeal. It has a beautiful lush courtyard and backyard. Really excited to see it. We'll see what she thinks when she gets here. Here she is. Hi guys. So let's head on in. Oh wow, look at this. Hi Kathy. This is Jolene and Michael.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Hi.
So as we were walking through the home, they did like the wet bar area, although they thought that would need to be updated. The kitchen is a great layout and has lots of great natural light, which is important to them. But they would want to renovate the entire kitchen. Jolene likes more of a modern look. The master retreat has its own second floor. That's all that's up there. So there was a sitting room in the master that they would make into a fitness area. They definitely noticed in both the secondary bedrooms, they have kind of a Victorian look to them. Both of the bathrooms have different types of floral wallpaper that they would like to remove.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kathy.
I know this, because they're still living here, it's a little harder to get in.
Oh,
when is convenient for them, for Alberta?
Yeah, we'll set all that up. I will do that.
Thank you.
It's good to see you guys again.
Thanks.
So we just left the house, and I think Jolene and Michael like it. They want to come back with our contractor, Alberto, and see what some of the renovations they have planned, what those might cost, and the length of time they may take. She definitely wants to redo the kitchen and the bathrooms. There was a lot of wallpaper in the bathrooms that they would want to remove. And she actually would want to trim back some of the landscaping. They want as much natural light coming in as possible. But overall, they thought the house was in great condition and well kept up. And we'll get them back in with Alberto and see where this goes.
I've been meaning to get online and pull up my Sprint bill, because literally like one of the last times I checked, it was like 9,000 minutes and like, I don't know, it was thousands of text messages. It's probably even gotten worse now, because it's literally nonstop, which is, it's fun. It keeps the excitement. It's definitely something I thrive off of, but I need to be in communication with our clients. We've got a great team, and they help with a lot of what we do with marketing and sales and showing our listings and getting deals closed. But I need to talk to clients that are both, potential new clients that are looking to get scheduled to come to town to look at property, to sell their home. I'm talking to current clients that were on the market and you know, where we're at from a strategy point of view. You know, if the home's not sold, what are we doing next? You know, then when it comes to negotiating, whether it's a Friday night, a Sunday morning, I'm on the phone negotiating. When we're in escrow, it's, you know, hey, this is real estate, and like I say, nothing. It's never over until it's over. So these things require escrows and listings. It all requires constant attention. And whether it's from the fun stuff between, like I said, new clients and offers and sales, to the stuff that, you know, makes it work, which is, hey, we've got problems. There's, you know, this person, yeah, you know, whatever. We've got an alarm going off over here. We've got irrigation leak here at this house, but, you know, there's a water company saying there's a leak, and we're supposed to be recording that day. There's just always these things where it's like it's the ambush, you know. It's like real estate is synonymous with it just being ambushed like 24/7, because I'll look at my calendar for a day and I might say like, wow, this looks like a pretty like chill day. I'll be able to get in the office, get a lot of stuff done, you know, and then I've just got that appointment at 2 o'clock. And before you know it, it's just the calls are coming in, I'm helping, I'm negotiating, I'm putting out fires, I'm training, I'm engaged, and I'm engaged with our staff. I'm on the phone and connected with our clients. It's on the phone, it's on text, it's on Messenger, it's on WhatsApp with people out of the country, but it's fun and it keeps it interesting, and that's what I'm up to today. I'm on the computer, sitting down, talking with people.
Thank you for watching The Rob Jensen Show.